What's up, everyone? Professor Pull-Ups here. Welcome to the first installment of Office Hours. We are going to break down the pull-up for a beginner level. We're going to go over some of the very basics. So, first thing to cover is what is a basically proper pull-up. It's simple. There are 3 points. Start from a hanging position, lift yourself till your chin is over the bar, and lower yourself back to the hanging position. Now, for a perfect pull-up, for a competition pull-up, you're going to want the body to be straight all the way through. So for a strict pull-up, you would not be kicking your legs or moving around like that as you pull. You would have your legs straight, no momentum from the legs, everything comes from the back. But today, for the beginning pull-up session, I just want to focus on full range of motion. Full range, meaning the elbows straighten like this at the bottom. A lot of people pull here and then go down only to here. What we want is the full hang and then chin over the bar. Not here, but there. So how do we get from point A, the hang, to point B, the pull-up? Everything starts with the grip. The grip is so neglected, but it's so important. Now, the first question you might have is, what is the proper width of the grip? Because you see people doing a lot of things. Some people grip the bar really wide, like this. Other people in more like here, somewhere in between. Do you put your thumbs under the bar like this, or do you put them over? The grip can be very confusing. But for a beginner's level, the simplest thing is to have the grip be as strong and as comfortable as it can be for you. So here's the test. Without even thinking about it, close your eyes even, reach up to the bar, and just feel what width seems strongest to you. Where are you the most confident? That's where I want you to begin. For most people, that will be something a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, probably right in here, and it will probably be thumbs under the bar, for the simple reason that that is the strongest grip to hang from the bar and to get the most leverage. So probably something just like that. Now, a little bit more on that grip. The motion is called a pull-up, but what you're really doing is you're pushing down on the bar, or precisely, gravity is dragging you down, and you're using the surface area of the hand to get as much of a grip on the bar as you can to reverse the pull of gravity. Now, what that means is you want as much of your hand and fingers as possible to be wrapped around that bar. And a lot of beginners make the mistake of letting the hand slip like that. Here, if we can even get a close-up on the bar, you see the difference between right up here, where my hand is fully gripping the bar, and then there where the fingers begin to slip. The problem, as you can instantly see, is as the fingers slip, you have less leverage. You're pulling with your fingertips, and that's much harder than if you have your hand wrapped all the way around the bar. So to achieve that strong position where you get a lot of leverage, I think the knuckles pointed up to the sky. So just like this is your sweet spot. Knuckles to the sky and pull. There you go, that's your sweet spot. So take whatever grip you want, knuckles to the sky, squeeze that bar really tight, and begin the pull. All right, now we're going to talk about the pull itself. The one thing I want you always to think about, and this is important for beginners, but really important for anybody, is to be in control of the pull from the start. It's very easy to let gravity dominate you. By that I mean you're starting the pull and you're already letting gravity kind of control your body, maybe your grip slipping a little, but also your shoulder blades are kind of getting pulled and you're sinking all the way down into your body. Instead of that, and I think we can get the best view here from the side, instead of letting gravity control you like that, you want to start the pull by controlling gravity. So even before my elbows begin to break, I'm up like that. I am retracting my shoulder blades and getting myself in a really strong pulling position. It's a subtle difference, but it's so important. You want the shoulder blades to retract, which means you think about pulling your chest up toward the bar and then pull from that really strong position. Here's the analogy. Think of other exercises. Think of a squat. Think of a bench press. Things people do in the gym all the time. You want everything tight when you begin. So for the squat, your abs are going to be really tight. Your body's going to be compact. For the bench press, you want to really retract the shoulders and press your back into that bench. Similarly, for the pull-up, you want to start in control by having a compact, shoulder blades retracted, boom, and you're in the power position to pull instead of being dragged down by gravity. So we've got our grip, we've got our starting position, and the third and final thing that I want you to think about as a beginner, but also at any level, and I think about this all the time, is full power, full exertion through the rep. So you really want to think about trying to pull yourself right up into that beautiful blue sky. So instead of just an initial burst of energy and then you kind of let yourself get a little lazy, I want you to think about a full pull all the way through. Now obviously I pulled the bar to my chest, which requires a lot of strength. You won't get that height at first, but what that pulling toward the sky is going to make you remember is that full exertion, so that you have the best chance to get the cleanest, most powerful rep. Don't think about the rest of your body at this stage. You know, a lot of people say before you start doing reps at pull-ups, you should be able to do one perfect pull-up. And I don't agree with that. I actually think it's important to do one thing at a time, to get the full range of motion. And if that means you have to kick your legs up a little bit, or, you know, if you're swinging and getting yourself up, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that as a beginner, as long as it feels good. You really want to get the feeling of the full range of motion, get that chin over the bar, and then in later classes, intermediate, advanced, I'll talk more about the body, how you can keep the body straight, how you can get those reps clean for competition pull-ups. How long was that vid?